Hi, News 5 investigative reporter Mark Boyle in studio tonight. Mark, legal experts telling you he would have served more time in civilian court.
And tonight we're learning more on local sentencing guidelines specifically for serious child abuse convictions. How the Air Force dropping the ball allowed Kelley legal access to firearms. Now many asking, should he still be in jail today? According to the El Paso County District Attorney's Office, the minimum sentencing guidelines locally for knowing or reckless child abuse resulting in serious bodily harm, 10 to 34 years in prison. The Air Force says Devin Kelley spent just 1 year behind bars after a federal court martial for domestic abuse and child abuse. In that case, reports show Kelley pleaded guilty to fracturing his stepchild's skull.
The likelihood is here in El Paso County he would have served a Department of Corrections sentence much longer than 1 year.
That 1 year sentence in 2012 and a bad conduct discharge from the Air Force in 2014 preceded a new report showing Kelley escaped from a behavioral health center in New Mexico. He was found in El Paso, Texas, where the report shows he threatened to kill superiors. And the pastor of the First Baptist Church in Sutherland Springs, where 26 people died, says he'd seen Kelley there before, once at the church's fall festival on Halloween night. And a lack of reporting by the Air Force allowed Kelley to legally buy the gun.
It's not the court martial itself that ultimately sends that information to law enforcement, to civilian law enforcement. It is instead handled by whichever military law enforcement agency handled the underlying court martial.
Something that Hanchy says was preventable.
Even had the domestic violence part of this not come into play, had that court martial result been reported properly, he would have been precluded from buying a firearm.
Investigators still aren't releasing details behind the reported domestic disturbance that may have led to the Texas church shooting. In addition to the lives lost, dozens of others have injuries that range from minor to critical. For News 5, I'm Mark Boyle.